right, before I start talking and blabbing away, I want to get the crowd warmed up for a very hot show. So can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a yeah? Welcome to the 2014 Fashion Without Fabric show. Woo! How you beautiful people doing tonight? Good? What? I can't really hear you guys. It's kind of whack. How are you guys doing tonight? That's better. That's better. Well, I hope you all are excited as I am because this is going to be an amazing, awesome, fantastic, dope show. Let's give it up for all the models that have worked tremendously hard to put this on. There we go. Clap. Yeah. We're proud to have 85 ensembles created by over 200 students. Students were given the theme, all things great and small. I mean, seriously, coming up with 85 ensembles for that theme, that's talent. I couldn't do that. So that's why I'm up here, actually. By the way, I am your MC, Destiny Roberts. And we have one heck of a show this evening. But first, I want to introduce to you our lovely judges. Right? Okay. So, we have the provost, Jackie Weisenberger. Woo! The foundations lecturer, Molly Yurovich. The art historian and department chair, Dr. James Bryan. And the founder and president of DOTS, Micah Mariah. They will be judging on craft, creativity, and overall appearance. At the end of the show, their votes will be tallied together, and the first, second, and third place will be awarded. Now, this year we have something new. We have the audience favorite vote, where you guys get a chance to vote for the Viewer's Choice Award. The directions are in your playbills, and also there will be a screen projected at the end of the show so you can see where to text. And finally, this year we have blown up the Fashion Without Fabrics by introducing the Scholarship Prize. Yeah. We will be awarding $2,000 to $3,000 scholarships. 53 of 85 projects applied. On top of the scholarships, we have $1,000 cash. Oh, wow. What? I wish I would have applied for that. Cash and prizes. But enough of me talking. I guess it's time for us to get this party started. But can I get a 3, 2, 1 action and get this show going? Ready? 3, 2, 1, action! The Tea Party by Aaron Love and Hunter Rising. All it took was a little tea to lead to a revolution. A little being almost 350 chests of it. Colonists angry against the British Tea Act took the revenge as they boarded 3 ships on the night of December 16, 1773. One of the men, George Hughes, said, in about 3 hours from the time we went on board, we had thus thrown overboard every tea chest to be found in the ship. An act as simple as throwing away some tea leaves was a catalyst to build over the years to what we call the American Revolution. Joshua Witt, another of the men on board, made the best remark when he said, "We will marry in an undertone at the ideal of making so large of a cup of tea for the fish." Woo! Okay. A dark twist on the greatest of fairy tales and the smallest of feathered creatures by Zoe Limbick and Emily Berquist. Once upon a time, the smallest of creatures broke the mirrors, plucked the roses of their petals, ripping apart our great fairy tales one by one. The Great Unknown by Jessica Crates and Megan Becker. Beyond the edge of the world, there is a space where emptiness and substance neatly overlap, where past and future form a continuous, endless loop. And hovering above, there are signs that no one has ever read. The Great Unknown.
Jump on the spaceship. Jump on the spaceship. Jump on the spaceship. Jump on the spaceship.
Sitting on top of the world, watching the stars go by. I got my head in a dream, got my head in the clouds. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
Affliction Flies into Society by Lucy Pronjinsky and Alexandra Sletton. Great disease has left small flies plagued. Materialized humans are like infectious flies. Spreading consumerism, rotting morals, affliction flies into society. Great is a necessity, small is the thought by Leah McNutt and Grace Rodenbach. We spend so much time staring into darkness that we forget that all that shines above us also shines within us. The Death of Nutrition by Mackenzie Catton and Laura Donovan. It was beautiful to look upon, being white with red cheeks. Yes, but wait till you taste one, dearie. One bite will make all your dreams come true. Like to try one? Megalodon by Gabby Gowerluck and Mikkel Peterson, as well as Kim Jablonski. When a small cocoon is broken by an outside force, life ends. But when a small cocoon is broken by a great inside force, life begins.
Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going
down.
Great Universe, Small Flower by Daisha Sholun and Christina Gabriel. Innocent Treats meets Ferocious Beasts by Reuben Hilber, Nick Rutten, and Sierra Salisbury. How can one resist such great flour in such a small package?
Hey, it's Aaron.
I love it. I mean, I have one weakness, and I don't mind because these tiny desserts are sweet
No, her name
and make me feel sublime.
is real cute. I gotta go. See ya.
For I am the king of the jungle. I do as I please, and tonight I must feast on little treats.
She's so fine, she can't be beat. She's got everything that I desire. Says the summer sun on fire. I want candy. I want candy.
Small Sneaky Pirate and Her Great Jelly Snack by Trisha Stage and Peter Sawinski. On a recent raid in Japan, this pirate has obtained the greatest booty of her career, a giant cup of orange jelly. Das Lumberjack Elope Sexified. All things great and small, Das Sexified Lumberjackalope conveys a great ideal by sweating the small details.
Well, now, don't you tell me to smile. You stick around and make it what you want. But no one's beyond what you can dial. Maybe it's because I'm so versatile. Style, profile, I said.
In not so ancient folklore, the lumberjackalope served as protector of the endangered Sasquatch and flying unicorns of desolate northwestern Russia. Using the combination of his lumberjackishly good looks and brute strength with a quickness like that of a jackrabbit, he selflessly defends his brethren against traveling gypsies and maiden pixies. Jackalope at your service.
Walk into exile.
Breakfast Man by Josh Bush and Neil Kickbush. What do I want for breakfast, you say? Have no fear, Breakfast Man is here. Breakfast Man will fight the dreaded morning hunger with the cereal spoon. He knows you need a solid foundation to have an excellent day. And he knows if you've had his morning substances. If you haven't, he'll spoon feed you with his razzle-dazzle continental breakfast. All shall survive till lunch another day. by Amanda Alice and Kaylee Rowland. Come together to admire the beetle, Mother Nature's best kept secret. With her recycling abilities and dashing good looks, the beetle works 8 days a week to keep our planet healthy and green. After living a day in the life, you might come to realize the importance of such a small creature to our great, big, and beautiful world. Polar Vortex by Elizabeth Brixton and Louis Crewman. Covered in velvet flakes, Snow White comes to bring to the world her crisp, white greeting. She is the heart of winter, the soul of the season. She is cloaked in grace and elegance. With a whisper, she breathes the winter winds, and upon her lips is frostbite. Frigid clouds surround her like a white veil. The flurry of winter thrives wherever she goes. Her dress represents that very thing. The top is the wispy winds, clouds that suggest the beginning of a storm. The skirt is the storm arrived, swirling and whirling in the frigid breeze. Binary Man by Grant Highslope and Paul Horton. The world is a complicated realm, but it can be broken down into simple ones and zeros. Binary Man is programmed to understand the greatest of logic with the smallest of digits. Utilizing the base -2 numeral system, the simple yes and no is everything to this robot. Binary Man, the automaton of truth, shall open the gate of logic for all.
Take you where you wanna be. You could be my luck. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. I can feel your cup. You know my river won't evaporate. This world we still appreciate.
Big Hair, Small Mind by Cassie Espelin and Britt Humes. Let me introduce a woman of iconic fashion sense, bluntness, and royal blood. You may know her as the Queen of France during the 1700s. When her people were starving, she said, "Let them eat cake," to which France responded by rebelling and chopping her head off. Her hair had extravagant heights, but underneath laid a small mind consumed with selfishness. Little did this dolphin know, her hoity-toity persona would seal her fate. Though she may have had an obsession with delicate French pastries, her legacy of style lives on. The Modern Struggle by Kevin Kalman and Andrew Mickley and Zach Holloway. Sometimes things aren't as black and white as they seem. What's more important, work or play? Even though he's larger than life, his small decisions always threaten to derail him. By day, he's a prosperous, successful businessman, and by night, an abusive, alcoholic, irresponsible, reckless animal.
Yeah, my money insane, nigga. Yeah, I'm making it rain, nigga. But I was just on a plane, nigga. Buying gear, flying here. Fuck what you heard, it's my time of year. If I'm in the club, I get 100 stacks. I'm always rolling up, so I get love for that. Them niggas stole my swag, but I don't want it back. My nigga, I was on this, but now I'm on to that. You see it in my closet, for it's on the rack. Was out there in Hawaii, now I'm going back. My nigga, I got so much money, I should start a bank. So much paper right in front of me, it's hard to think. Buy so many bottles, it's gonna be hard to.
The Mad Queen by Jordan Mathewson and Sarah Hahn. Straight out of the Wonderland, this Mad Queen is a representation of the social classes that rule society. a mix between an easygoing hatter and a temperamental queen. His character will demand your attention and make you royally flush. Our small hatter has climbed the ranks to be equal to his great queen. But be warned, because she can be quite mean and is known to scream, "Off with your head!" The Locust by Nick Shetman and Colin Garcia. Beware the locust, tearing through all things in their path. The vicious locust corrodes, eats, and destroys with overwhelming ferocity. They may not be intimidating by themselves, but when they attack and swarm, they are a force to be reckoned with, so you better get out of the way. Priceless. Priceless by Eric Anderson and Leah Hansen. Tickets to the fashion show for the whole family, $38. Gas to Menominee and back, $42.51. Dinner after the show, $65. Creating a perfect Kodak moment, priceless. There are some things money can't buy, but for everything else, there is your mom and dad's credit card.
You can stay just one more night. I got champagne, you got the light. Before you leave.
The Sublime by Will Rudder and Jack Hazley. This is an experience we all have faced at some point in our lifetime. Our own mere existence would dim in comparison to an object of superior authority and majesty. But through this experience, we not only learn of our limitations, but also not let them define our ambitions to attain the impossible. Life is Surrounded by Water by Heather Barta and Morgan Eberhardy. Water can be great like an ocean or small like a glass of drinking water. Regardless of the situation, it is important to everyday life, and without it, it would be impossible to live. Water truly is great and is a big part of our small, everyday lives.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that comes is here and now.
Eros, Humani Vent by Morgan Bratner and Bryn Ben Fredericks. In the year 4015, when humanity has finally allowed the use of DNA manipulation, a new being has been created. This form blends the greatness of flight with the elegance of humanity. For centuries, one of the crowning achievements of man has been the ability to fly. And now this ability has been endowed upon the human form to further progress humanity. The future presents Eros, Humani, Vent. See the World Through My Eye by Mark Hatcher and Jay Owens. Once upon a time, there was a man who made fun of every blind person he came in contact with. Then he died. For his punishment, he was forced to return to Earth and live life as an eyeball monster with astigmatism.
Stereopias in the house. Stereopias in the house.
Conquering the Abyss by Grace Becker and Julia Hurley. Woo! The greatness of the ocean overpowers all. Even its sorcerers of the sea is being warmed by even its smallest detail, conquering everything from freezing depths of trenches to glistening waves at the surface. From the great unknown to the notorious icons of the ocean, this almighty abyss is one that cannot be tamed. Like the ocean, her reign is endless. Never underestimate her power. Stellar Flare by Tyler Hebig and Maddie Bradley. Space, the final frontier. That's where this dress belongs. Stars are small to us, but magnificent in reality. They may be dangerous, but that doesn't mean they can't be beautiful. This stellar dress explores the balance of drama and elegance found in our universe. Wrapping around her sides and shoulder are massive solar flares. Who knew that coronal mass ejections could look so stylish? Madam Monarch by Emma Yiska and Sam Kufal. Madam Monarch floats down the runway in an elegant floor-length dress draped with pine box over cardboard bark. The tree trickles down to the skirt, finishing with a swarm of orange and black butterflies. With a graceful movement, a trail of rippling butterflies follows in her wake. Each year, thousands of monarch butterflies migrate to live in Mexican pines, but the numbers have decreased drastically, showing the majesty of this tiny traveler, Madam Monarch floats on. Old Botanical by Jessie Leanhart and Anna Haggerty. Jessie is wearing a designer piece from the Old Botanical summer collection. Petals, leaves, grass, and moss. Oh my! This clothing line is straight out of nature and onto the runway. Even Mother Nature is jealous of her lavish sleeves. Adorned with the forest's finest, the skirt and crop top combo don't simply blend into its succulent surroundings. Plants may be small, but they play a major role here on Earth. Old Botanical got its inspiration from plants because they provide us with food, materials, medicine, and most importantly, oxygen. Our planet would be barren wasteland without it. Mindful Connections by Curtis Lenz and Jake Zerbe. The human brain, the control center of the body. What makes up of these little powerhouses between our ears? Our brain is capable of doing the amazing thanks to billions of little cells called neurons. These microscopic wires may seem insignificant, but they do mighty things. From the act of smelling a flower to making sure our hearts keep pumping, the neurons in our brain are behind it all. Who knew that something so small could do so much? As Mother Teresa once said, be faithful in small things because it is in them that your strength
I
lies.
just wanna see your face light up since you put me on. So now I say goodbye.
Power of the Beat by Sadie Schroeder and Sarah Today. Oh, and Lizzie Martin. Music connects everyone. It is the only thing that can lift up your spirits at any time or any place. Music brings us together. We may speak different languages and live in different places, but music will always keep us connected. Music can make a bright day brighter and can turn a sad day around. Music is beautiful. Music is influential. Music is everything we love, and it continues to impact each and every one of us. Miss Epidemic by Ashley Preeby and Brenda Lesnar. Your new Miss Epidemic is Miss Influenza. It is Miss Epidemic's duty to show that even the smallest microbe can make the largest impact on human population. Miss Epidemic will do her best to spread her joy as long as you've done your part by avoiding your vaccines and not washing your hands. Gears Make Life Easier by Blake Spiegel and Kyle Martin. Robotics, the pinnacle of human advance in technology. Today, robots do more than we even realize. They clean our floors, tell us what the weather's like, help us get to where we need to go in the form of cars and GPS devices, and they even assemble other robots. But all the advancements started somewhere. In the 15th century, wind-up devices were conceived and later expanded upon Leonardo da Vinci. By the early 1800s, they were being mass-produced as toys for kids all over. It just goes to show that even the most advanced things on planet have very great, small, and yet humble beginnings. Little Goes a Long Way by Josh Behrens and Stephanie Chang. Would you pick a penny or $20? Surely majority of people would rather pick the bigger sum of money over a tiny fraction of a dollar. After all, a penny isn't worth very much. But when taken in consideration, every penny is crucial, and when accumulated, a penny can make a difference. This glamorous dress expresses the inspiration of the small penny that made a great impact, and the little pennies that went a long way.
And the mansion, oh yeah. And I enjoy the gifts and the trips to the islands. Oh,
Home is Where the Heart Is by Sydney Monson and Becky Guy. Many small details make up a house. From the concrete foundations to the wooden structure of the walls of the house is made. The paint on the walls, finishes of the floors and cabinets, and all the memories made are what makes a home. These unique touches are what makes a home.
Our mum, she's so house proud. Nothing ever slows her down, and a mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of our street.
To the Moon and Back by Abby Henderson and Taylor Clayton. Inspired by the planets and Jupiter, this outfit conveys the galaxy, which is the greatest part of our entire universe. Made with styrofoam, the asteroid belt wraps around the outfit just like as they wrap across the spread around the gallery. Utilizing paper mache and a wireframe, the largest planet in the solar system, Jupiter, was created as the focus of this eye-catching outfit. City Sublime by Sarah Martin and Alyssa Rupp. You realize you're one of a kind, amazing person as an individual, but then you come to terms with how small you are in comparison to the rest of the world. City Sublime captures the overwhelming glamour and size of a booming city while taking into account the small, yet necessary, citizens that allow a city to function. A nod to all things great and small, this outfit combines many big city elements with the people who, although trivial in comparison, make the city move.
These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear
Rich Uncle Pennybag by Marco Peshnik and Logan Schultz. In a business-centric world, we may forget that great businesses come from small ideals and startups. What may appear to be grand and superfluous today was built from often small, inconvenient material and circumstances. Great businesses stay humble to their small beginnings, often donating to charities, positively affecting communities. The Sitteratum by Melissa Sadslot and Caitlin Rosine. Everyone has a wish or dream for something. In Japanese culture, 1,000 paper cranes are folded to represent dreams or wishes. Each individual dream and wish are their own, and the ideals within them go beyond description in size or worth. We set our high sights sky high towards the pursuit of making our dreams and wishes into reality. Each of us has our own desideratum, whether it is great or small. Fashion the Cosmos by Kelly Center, Rebecca Sheehan, and Caleb Talk.
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
The universe in all of its glory is founded on the tiniest of things. Humble atoms are the foundation on which everything is constructed. We must find order in the entirety of nature. Therefore, we have been so bold as to plot the course of creation and the minutiae at its core. It is human nature to strive to understand things so much greater than ourselves, especially how an item, as trivial as molecule in essence, fashions the cosmos. Metamorphosis by Ashley Brown and Priscilla Folds. Metamorphosis comes from the Greek word for transformation. It is a process through which butterflies develop. They may be small, but the change butterflies go through are great. Just as humans go through each stage of life, the butterfly goes through them as well. We all start small, doing small things, and transform to adulthood, doing great things. Music for Everyday People by Cassie Berger and Nick Zatner. It starts with one small note. The notes then come together to form a work of art. This art grows and creates emotion and feeling. These small notes take artists to great places while some stay small. Every day, there are great artists creating great work. At the same time, there are artists that go completely unnoticed. These artists of little fame eventually disappear entirely. But the small notes they started with will remain great throughout eternity. Infectious Infestation by McKenna Newton and Brandy Ellenbecker. In the 14th century, the plague was running rampant. Doctors thought they needed to cover themselves from head to toe to keep from getting sick. They suggested that those with the plague move away to cleaner areas. This helped because it got people away from the carrier fleas that infested rats, but also spread disease to unaffected areas. The plague spread because small fleas and made a great impact across many centuries. Portrait of Revolt by Zachary Smith and Casey O'Brien. In today's world where most of us sit comfortably in our homes with nothing but our petty day-to-day inconveniences to contend with, we often are oblivious to life. Alternating power struggles experienced by people in other countries. Opposing ideals turn to protests. Protests turn to riots, and riots turn to revolt. However, to us, this world of great turmoil, this world of picket signs and flames that only exists in small glimpses through a photographer's lens, it's time for us to open our eyes. Made in China by Kate Johnson and Rachel Miller. Right now, halfway around the world, China's economy is growing and thriving. Because the United States imports so many small products from China, such as dice decorating, this dress, and the lights illuminating the stage, we have transformed them into a great world power whose economy is quickly approaching ours. Their great power will forever be marked by the small, familiar label, Made in China. The Abyss by Tiffany Oleg and Aaron Warner. The ocean covers over 70% of the Earth's exterior and contains nearly 100% of Earth's water. Yet, this realm remains 95% unexplored or has not been viewed by any human. The oceans support the Earth's temperature and weather, as well as supporting all living organisms, all big and small. The ocean itself is one enormous serial secret. Capitalism and the Consumer by Colin Kiso and Mike Gilmore. Capitalism, the driving force to our economy. It has made us materialists and consumerists. Capitalism and the consumer are one and the same, as they both drive each other forward. One simply cannot live without the other. And they both rely on each other in order to survive in their symbiotic relationship. Textual by Hans Fritzi and Maggie DeHaven. For centuries, printed texts have been the life source of all shareable information. Through the story of text, we've seen world wars, peace and famine, natural disasters, political scandals, Olympic victories, and celebrity birthdays. The story of all things has been told, great and small. But in the last decades, most of our printed text has been pushed aside for more efficient venues. Our print empire has been reduced to packaging, material, and the internet has become king of shareable information. Convenience is the way of the future, but let's not forget our textual history. The Perfect Barbie Girl by Sam Winslow and Hannah Rayberger. The concept of the ideal woman has changed through time, but no matter what it is, it's been reflected in dolls that was given to little girls. As a society, we do not do this only to entertain them, but to show them what to aspire towards. Whether it's looking for life roles, dolls today are no exception. They're meant to show a girl what men consider to be the most desirable, perfect form, no matter what she wants to do with her life. The Night Light by Lindsay Miller and Vinay Mystery. People today are dependent on electricity in the same way that a small child is dependent on a nightlight. We often take for granted the amount of energy that goes into something as simple as turning on a light. Energy consumption is a growing problem in today's society, and even turning off a small light can make a great difference. After all, how would you feel if someone turned you on and then left?
To push me, you show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine it when I'm alone, and so I tell myself that I'll be strong, dreaming when they're gone, 'cause they're
Prismatic Immortal by Travis Listening and Jory Young. Throughout history, mankind has come to rely on symbols and colors. Red for fire, blue for water, green for plants, and yellow for light. While the early civilizations thought that the colors were controlled by gods, today we now see light and color as timeless and beautiful. Still doesn't stop the gods from meddling in the affairs of color. The Great Wave by Brittany Peterson and Katie Skindingsrud. What could be greater than the ocean? The ocean hosts creatures we may not even know exist. Its bountiful waves flow with a passion that takes up 90% of the world's mass. What lies beneath this incredible mystery is more than we may ever know. For our imagination's pleasure, take a deeper look into the fantasy of the undiscovered world. Peer into what may be the only opportunity to witness a walking mermaid. Behold, this great phenomenon happening right now on this very stage. Cotton Man by Haley Christensen and Spencer McNabney. All great things have to start somewhere. Take a moment. Think about what is so small that you can't even see. Most things start or begin with the molecule or atom. You are made up of them. He is made up of them. We are all made up of tiny little pieces of element. If that's not great, what is? Even cloth is made up of molecules, which is why molecules are the greatest thing of all. They are everywhere. Effects of the Ambitious Curiosity by Alex Fisher and Emily Abay. We are great. We triumph. Once we look beyond our great planet, we find mysteries beyond comprehension. Suddenly, we are small. Does this discourage us? Do we let the force of gravity keep us on Earth? No. We have explored our solar system visually, but when we have the opportunity to explore tactically, we do not hesitate. We have walked on the surface of the moon, discovered the power of sun, and esteemed the beauty of Saturn's rings. Looking beyond our solar system, we see there's much yet to discover, and through the small collective efforts of man, we will achieve further greatness. Shallow Heads and High-Tech Hearts. By Kayla Ekblad and Ryan Stephanie. Nature is becoming overrun by technology. Children who previously daydreamed and played now have their heads immersed in electronics. Instead of spending time outside, the children are watching television, playing video games, and browsing the internet. No more parks and bike rides. Nature is being taken over by electronics. The world has built dependency on technology, a force that controls us. Shout out to the model, Jacob Doherty. Tied Down by Kelsey Killen and Kate Kirkin and Holly Darton. Zip ties are small, and zip ties are great. They are used to fasten many different types of materials and keep them connected. When you start pulling the zip tie through its fastener, there's no going back. It's a commitment. It makes it uneasy and nervous. Zip ties are small individuals, but combined can create something great. The majority of the outfit is made of the zip ties to emphasize all things great and small. Independent Music and the Starving Artist by Daniel McClellan and Charles Colbeck. Independent music. Small artists and bands with amazing unharped talent often do not get the recognition they deserve. Their hard work and enthusiasm results in finished sounds that is unprepared to popular music today. Many of these starving artists have sacrificed their careers and lived passion for music. As listener to music, expand your musical horizons, listen to more than what you're being told, and support independent music. Support independent music! Woo! Eyes of the Predator by Joshua Battles and Jared Stoiber. Mankind has established itself at the top of the food chain, no longer fearing the natural order of things. However, a new hunter has emerged to overthrow man's place as the greatest predator. With gargantuan wings and razor-sharp talons, this giant avian makes all its prey. Everything seems small in the eyes of the great predator. What could possibly stand before it? Class, Not Trash by Ellen Scharfenberg and Daniel Bonuto. According to a website called Keep America Beautiful, Americans have thrown away at least 161 million tons of material, which is 3 pounds of garbage per person per day. If these recyclable materials from waste were recycled, it would generate about $7 billion. That one small bottle that you toss in a recycling bin makes a great difference, not only for the environment, but for every American, including yourself. The Weatherman by August Astor and Kylie Bierkamp. Weather is such an amazing phenomenon. It is something that occurs on a large scale. However, it can affect many localized small areas. Without the use of any fabric together, we have created a combination cloud which produces thunderstorms and heavy showers, hail, lightning, and high winds. Our conceptual ideal of the weatherman is sculpturally representation of weather and its effects that can be both great and small. Sublime and Wild by Kiana Sari and Megan Bradley. The greatest joys can come from the smallest things. Great beauty and delightful colors can come from a small bird. In time, everything that was once small will grow into something great. Unless you're a midget. We blossom into who we are today, and we continue to grow with the passing of time and further great selves. So come take a walk on the wild side and grow into your future's feathers to see what you are made of. The Queen of the Great Sea by Marissa Liebla and Reed Kendall. Now presenting the Queen of the Great Sea. From the deepest depths of the ocean, she has emerged to grace us with her presence. She has command over the ebb and flow of the entire ocean. Though her kingdom is vast, she is only a single person, a small unit working for the greater good. The Grand Queen only attends the most glorious of occasions. What a wonderful night this is. Once again, here's the Queen of the Great Sea. The Never-Ending Cycle by Rebecca Buxton, Ian Burka, and Jade Still. All living things start as something small, such as a seed or an egg, and eventually evolve and grow into something great. When we die, our bodies become grass, and the antelope eats the grass. And so we are all connected in the great circle of life. Breaking Free by Liz Anderson and Jessa Vaslar. In the same way that a bird comes out of his cage, a person coming into themselves is a way greatness can come out of smallness. This way, the premise of our design, escaping from what forces us to be small and finding a more personal greatness through self-liberation.
But he is alive. I believe. 'Cause 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 he is
Demeter by Amy Evans and Lindsay Cherrick. Water, earth, fire, air. Water heals, cleanses, and purifies. Earth is nurturing and strong. Fire can heal or harm. Air carries away your troubles and spreads your energy. The Weight of Your World by Brendan Burt, Greg Borman, and Aaron J. Turk. Darkness lives inside us all. Oftentimes it's hard to see it approach. For some, it's like a shadow, always just a step behind. On the breaking point, and when the weight is already on your shoulders, the weight of your world becomes more than you can bear. A Simple Sparkle by Kayla Walt, Rachel Holly, and Ashley Cullen. The symbolism of love is shown through simple sparkle of a diamond. This small yet powerful walk has put the meaning of love into a physical form. As people might say, the ring can either make it or break it.
You're a shooting star, I see. A vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside. So shine bright tonight. You and I were beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Timed Out by Tyler Fury, Sean Kelly, and Laura Sikorsky. This thing all things devours. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers. Gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard, stones to mill. Slays kings, ruins towns, and beats high mountains down. Yes, the answer is time, and time is short. Life is great, but only one has a short lifetime to enjoy it before it's gone.
She told him she'd rather fix her makeup than try to fix what's going on. But the problem
Solar Burst of Reality by Dante Alberti, Anna Cochran, and Lydia Meyer. Humans. We kind of think we are bigger than life, the greatest things out there. But when you compare us to the space and the solar systems, we are the smallest on the spectrum. We are great, but also very small. So we think humans need a little solar burst of reality. Beauty on Top of Every Tree by Gabrielle Swampson, Dylan Darst, and Miranda Schuster. On top of every tree, there is beauty. A tiny angel that represents a huge meaning stands tall at the tip of every tree. Even though they are small, they always catch people's eye with their glistening wings and opaque white flowers. With their spiritual being and guardian-like qualities, these angels can help lead you light down any tunnel.
Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't
Mecha Man by Josh Morbeck, Sean Thompson, and Connor Trewin. Mankind is the worst danger for its own security. We have built many weapons and machines to protect ourselves from foreign enemies and the fear of the unknown. Unfortunately, we unknowingly were building weapons that makes us fear our own kind. We are the greatest danger to ourselves. Even for the smallest things, we've gone to great lengths to secure our possessions and ourselves. The Queen of Coke by Nolan Hall, Michael G. Ite, and Zach Pater. This dress represents the queen of corporations. The high power of this leading Fortune 500 company suppresses its competitors with confidence and elegance. The Queen of Coke portrays the meaning of joy and serenity. So kick back and open happy. Woman of the Hour by Ronnie Bain, Sarah Lawrence, and Sam Franklin. Time. An unstoppable force and an immovable object. It is what keeps the entire universe together, and yet it's so easy for us to take it for granted. This display represents the beauty, elegance, and most of all, power of time. All while showing the little pieces and gears that go into how we interpret it. We think of time as a fleeting object, yet it's the longest thing we'll ever experience. Genevieve the Gallant by Austin Smith, Peter Culver, and Kaylee Hardy. In a time where women have to be both beautiful and fierce, Genevieve the Gallant emerges to conquer all enemies. She rises from the dust of oppression and rips off the bounds that hold a woman back. Taking on her wild side, she defeats anyone who challenges her. The Struggle Within by Lizzie Gunlock and Ike Hufto. Weighted down, constricted, taking over. These are feelings we experience when we are afraid. One small fear can live inside us until it rips us apart, exposing our weaknesses and greatly controlling our lives. Rats Means Business by Danny Maggio and Bria Blankenship. Rats means business. Rats means business. Dirty business. They like to put their grubby paws all over your money, but in the classiest ways. We have created great amounts of damage in small amount of time by Nathan Dott and Tyler Christensen and David Nelson. We're running the most dangerous experiment in history right now, which is to see how much carbon dioxide the atmosphere can handle before there is an environmental catastrophe.
Boys from the beginning.
She's up all night till the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night till the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky.
Women Run the World by Olivia Chugum and Jenna Kaiser.
The present has no
A girl should be two things: who and what she wants.
We can. It ain't easy walking the stilettos, but somebody gotta do it. Spend a day in my shoes and see what the hell I go through. It's so rigorous doing what I do. Always on point, always on cue. So hectic, call it a zoo. Think you understand if you only knew.
Small Odds, Great Rewards by Zion Guzman and Joshua Kimmer. Betting on small odds can lead to great rewards. Great April Shower Brings Small Mayflowers by Bobby Peterson and Megan Neuschwander. God's Great Eye Sees Every Little Color by Bryce Smith and Taylor Jacobs. God sees color everywhere, in everything, and in everyone, and keeps us all equal and loves us all just as our own little color, because we were born this way.
We're all superstars. She rolled my hair, put my lipstick on, in a glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause he made you perfect, babe. So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. Listen to me when I say,
Great New Experiences Make Small Babies by Joseph Rosewitz and Lucas Langley.
Something beautiful happens in this world express yourself, so you just gotta sing.
Beneath It All by Bailey Sachs and Caitlin Emmons. With great confidence comes small insecurities. The society we live in today has created pressure on us to look and feel perfect. Our insecurities often weigh us down and overpower our confidence. Having confidence allows you to rise above your insecurities. Nevertheless, the two go hand in hand. Beneath all, even the most confident have insecurities. Those with insecurities often feel the need to place them on others.
One more word and you won't survive. And I'm not scared of your stolen power. See right through you.
In the end, never let your small insecurities overpower your great confidence.
Your pain.
Parking Lot Patriot by Ellen St. George and Cassie Kokish. Those who live life a small mobile lifestyle enjoy a great American dream, promoting closeness to families and a minimalist mindset. From state, town, to campground, they travel in search of the most America has to offer. You don't truly have it all unless you believe you do. Small music notes lead to a great performance by Alex Mayhew and Sammy Penn. At the root of a great performances, there are the songs we all know and love. All these songs were composed and put together with the simplest notes. So it's only fair enough to say that small notes lead to a great performance.
Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't let a lie running for my life. I will always want you.
Time Flies by Chelsea Buckelman and Clint Bone. They say that time slips on into the future. That time is a mechanism working in one direction. It's the small gears that turn the great machine of time. In that case, you best hurry to beat it to your own life. After all, time flies.
Yeah, I'm sitting on this bar stool, talking like a damn fool. Got the 12 o'clock news blues. And I've given up hope for the afternoon soaps and a bottle of cold brew. Said any wonder I've got too much time on my hands. It's taking away with my sanity. I've got too much time on my hands. It's hard to believe such a calamity. I've got too much time on my hands and it's taking away.
Okay, so think about your favorite dessert or your favorite meal of the like all time, and you're really hungry, and all of a sudden, like, it appeared in front of you in like the best taste condition ever, and you're eating it, and then you get down to the last bite. Can you like imagine that right now? Like the last bite, you're just like, my God, why? Like, no, why? But the long story short, all great things have to come to an end. And that was the last act. So can we please give it up for all of the models that performed tonight? You guys can do better than that. Come on. They worked their butts off. Yes. Well, while we wait on the judges to tally the votes, it's now your turn to vote. So if you look in your bills, there should be a screen up right now. Text your favorite performance or ensemble to that number right there, 650-600-9016. Yes. Can we get some lights? I guess people need lights on for the audience. Some lights for the audience. So while you guys are texting away to the number, I know your hands are probably busy right now, but I also like to thank all the professors who were involved, who we couldn't do this without. Tim Alberg, Tom Hollenbeck, Daniel Adam, Kellen O'Brien, Nancy Bloomcoming, and Jeff Willer. I also want to give a huge shout out to my speech teacher, Amanda Brown, who I wouldn't have been up here if she didn't refer me to the whole thing. So everybody give her a big round of applause too. We also like to thank the behind the staff and event service, Bob Atwell. Where's my guy at? Man, can you guys give him a bigger round of applause? He done so much. Didn't even realize how much he's did. I also want to call on stage Allie. Allie, probably backstage somewhere. Allie, okay, I'll call her later because she definitely needs to be up here. Oh, give it up for Bob Atwell. He's in the building now. Way in the back. Woo! Alexandra, where are you? Okay, we definitely got to get her back up here. And lastly, I want you all to give yourselves a round of applause, please, because you guys made this possible too. Okay, thanks for coming out to support us. And I haven't been to any of the last Fashion Without Fabric shows, but I think I don't need to. I think you guys are probably the best crowd we've ever had. Like, give it up to yourselves again. That's weak. Come on. Again, come on. There we go. I feel like I'm not doing my job if I don't have at least one corny joke, so I figured I should tell them now. Okay. What do you call a woman that has one leg longer than the other? Ah, Eileen, good job. That's my corny joke of the hour. Okay, so while we continue to wait for the judges, we'd like to give you a glimpse of how this process started. The faculty spent time recording the students forming their creations, and Andrew McIntosh was the mastermind behind the video editing. So can we get a woo-woo for Andrew McIntosh and for them? Woo! Okay. Oh, I got to make it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The deception with tight. Just what are you trying to say? You got a blank face, which irritates. Communicate, pull out your body piece. You see dimensions into. State your case with black or white. But when one little cross leads to shots, grit your teeth. You run for cover so discreet. Why don't they do what they say? Say what you mean. One thing leads to another. You told me something wrong. I know I listened too long, but then one thing leads to another. The impression that you sound passes in and out like a said. But the long face that you see comes from living close to your fears. This is up and I'm up, but you're running out of sight. You've seen your name on the walls. And when one little bomb leads to shock, miss a beat. You run for cover in this heat. Why don't they do what they say what they mean? One thing leads to another. Tell me something wrong. I know I listened too long, but then one thing leads to another. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then it's easy to believe somebody's been lying to me. But when the wrong word goes in the right ear, I know you've been lying to me. It's getting rough off the cuff. I've got to say enough's enough. Break out the harder he falls. But when the wrong antidote is like a bone on the throat, you run for cover in the heat. Why don't they do what they say what they mean? One thing leads to another. Tell me something wrong. I know I listened too long, but then one thing leads to another. Yeah, yeah. One thing leads to another. One thing leads to
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magicians assistant in their dream. And they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this movie that I think you like? This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself. She's been living on the highest shelf. And they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know. I can't have it any other way. I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Yeah, I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Take off all of your skin and brave when you are free. Shake off all of your sins and give them to me. Close up, let me back in. I wanna be yours, wanna be your hero. And my heart beats like the empires of the world unite. We are alive, and the stars make love to the universe. You're my wildfire every single night. We are alive, and the stars make love to the universe. And you touch me, and I'm like, and I'm like, and I'm like, I will follow you down wherever you go. Baby, I'm bound to you, and do you know? Closer, put me in tight. I wanna be yours, wanna be your hero. And my heart beats like the empires of the world unite. We are alive, and the stars make love to the universe. You're my wildfire every single night. We are alive. And the stars make love to the universe. And you touch me. And I'm like, and I'm like, and I'm like, we are alive. And I'm like, we are alive. I'm just gonna raise my head. Welcome to the final edge, and I'm gonna fall. I'm just gonna raise my head and hold you close, like the empires of the world unite. We are alive, and the stars make love to the universe. You're my wildfire every single night. We are alive, and the stars make love to the universe.
Oh,
And you
that's
touch
awkward.
me, and I'm like, and I'm like, and I'm like.
Woo. That was unexpected.
Finally, we step to leave to the departure lounge of disbelief. And I don't know where I'm going, but I know it's gonna be a long time. And I'll be leaving in the morning, come the white, white and bitter sunlight. Wanna hear
Hello?
your beating heart
Welcome back.
before the bleeding sun comes alive. I want to make the best of what is left. Hold tight and hear my beating heart one last time before daylight. In the canyon underneath the trees, behind the dark sky, you looked at me. I fell for you like autumn leaves, never faded, evergreen. And I don't know where I'm going, but I know it's gonna be a long time. 'Cause I'll be leaving in the morning, come the white, white and bitter sunlight. Wanna hear your beating heart tonight.
Everybody just come in, just take your seats.
Beating sun comes
We'll get this thing started back up.
I want to make the
Isn't that great?
best of what is left.
Yeah.
Hold tight and hear my beating heart one last time. I can't face now, everything's changed. I just wanna be by your side. He's hoping we collide. He's hoping we collide. He's hoping we collide. Wanna hear your beating heart tonight. Before the bleeding sun comes alive. I want to make the best of what is left. Hold tight and hear my beating heart one last time.
The show must go on despite all obstacles.
Tonight.
Blacked out, everything's faded on your love. I'm already wasted, so close that I can taste it now. So let's break right out of this game.
Everybody, they gotta reset the light so it will go pitch black for about 2 seconds. Do not panic. We're not planning something. You know, just be mindful. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna go pitch black for 2 seconds, but it's gonna be okay. Just pretend like it was all part of the show.
We could just run down red lights. There ain't no reason to stay. We'd be like years away. We could just run down red lights. We could just run down red lights.
For those of you who just came in, it will go pitch black for about 2 seconds at any given point in given time. So don't be afraid. It's just, gotta work on the lights. That's all. It's not gonna go pitch black. Woo! Thank you. This has got to be the best show. We are back in action. I guess the show was so hot that God had to create some way for you guys to go outside and cool down. I mean, it is April, too, so if that didn't work, then April Fools. Well, I guess we're just going to cut back into the video, so a couple minutes left, so we'll just pick up from where we left off. Thank you guys for coming back.
I could be the guy at the end of the street, high on caffeine, ranting and raving, baby, and that's okay. At least I've got options. Or I could be the one who gives it all up and moves back to the parents' house, live in the basement, baby, and that's okay. At least I've got options. All the things you see, and the places you'll go, all the people you meet. Everybody wants you, or wants to be you. I could settle down, be responsible, be a good man, learn how to fix things, baby, and that's okay. At least I've got options. Or I could try and learn what I unlearned, move into business, make loads of money from gullible people. That's okay. At least I've got options. All the things you'll see, and the places you'll go, all the people you meet. Everybody wants you, or wants to be you.
Woo! Before we hand it over to the judges, I'd like to bring to the stage, try again to at least, Allie? Ah, please. please come to the stage. She deserves the world, guys. She's worked her butt off to get this show to where it is right now. Give it up to Allie. You can do better than that. Come on. My God. Thank you so much. I got one more joke, horrible joke. Okay. Did you guys hear about the kidnapping at the school? Don't worry, he woke up in time for lunch. I believe the votes have been tallied up by the judges, so I will hand it over to them. I'm just kidding. I'm going back that way. Yeah. This has got to be the most memorable show, right? Fire alarms. She should do it. You don't think so? Okay. Okay, well, the first award goes to The Struggle Within by Working the Crowd. The Working a Crowd Award. The Struggle Within. Come get your award. Sorry, he stepped on glass, so he probably won't make it at this very moment. Here they come. Yep. Woo! The next one, the Viewer Choice Award, the Tea Party. Come to the stage. Woo! Oh, bags of tea. The Attention to Detail Award goes to Conquering the Abyss. Woo! Conquering the Abyss. Conquering the Abyss. Coming. They're on their way. They're coming. Give it up for them again. Woo! The Couture Award goes to Big Hair, Small Mind. Woo! Big hair, small mind. They're coming. They're coming. The fire alarm threw us all off, trust me. Woo! Third place goes to Infectious Infestation. Here they come. Woo! they're coming. They're switching it up on you guys. Too much pressure. Here they are. Welcome to the stage, City Sublime. Woo! First place award goes to, can you drum up on your lap for us? Women run the world. Because we do. The suspense is killing me. Here we are. Woo! Women run the world. Woo! This is the big one. The huge one. The enormous one. Let's just do it. The Fashion Without Fabric Scholarship Fund goes to Fashion the Cosmos. They don't want it. They don't want it. I guess I'll have to take it then. Here they come. Woo! Fashion the Cosmos. That's all, folks. Thank you all for coming. We're going to have a reception and a fireside, which is right when you get out of here. But we're going to have a parade of the mottos come through one more time. Stay tuned. Afterwards, the party is at the Fireside Cafe. Got the parade coming. Get your last view of the mottos.
And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share, this is what we're waiting for.
lovely show.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I won't go. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't go. I am coming down, but it's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. Raise your voice. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I won't go. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't go. I am Stone heart, machine gun, firing at the ones who run. Stone heart, those bulletproof
That is a wrap. The 2014 Fashion Without Fabrics. Woo! Hopefully we'll see you next year. Go to the fireside for the after party. Go out, make a right. See how it's on this floor, so you don't gotta worry about going up and downstairs. And yeah, it'll be great. Thanks for coming out, guys. Hope you had a good time.